everyone, so this video review is for Maybe Probably by Amanda Radley. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog or on my social medias, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So, Maybe Probably by Amanda Radley. I love that title. This was sobering and heartwarming at the same time. Gina doesn't believe that COVID-19 is worth the panic that everyone seems to be in for this pandemic situation until it starts to affect her personally. She steps in to help out Eleanor, who is a doctor in desperate need of childcare, and Gina starts to learn from that the truth about what is happening to the world. So I loved this so much. I mean, Amanda wrote it, so I just knew before I even started reading it I was going to love it, because I am such a big fan of Amanda's stories. Every time I get one, I know what to expect, and I know it's going to be one of those books that I can easily read and read again and again and again and always enjoy it. But it'll always have a lesson or something in it that is really important. And this one, the world's slowly moving back into normality, and I'm not. So it was great to be transported back with Gina and Eleanor to the heart of the pandemic, because we've all been through it, and actually some people will be reflecting on it, but others will just be glad life seems to be back to normal. And it was a really sobering reminder of what we've all been through, and Amanda's very cleverly explored every angle using just a few characters to convey situations that were really scary and life-changing for everyone. Having the perspective of someone who was as carefree as Gina, someone who couldn't fathom what she was being asked to do in staying home and lockdowns, and then the trauma of an exhausting life of a doctor who was stretched beyond their limits, really added the contrast to remind how serious the pandemic has been, like really serious stuff. And what was fantastic was the journey that Amanda explored in here, that we were taken on with Gina, because that's probably the experience most of us had. Not really understanding what was going on, knowing that we had to listen but confused as to what we were supposed to be doing, and then all sorts of things. And many of us will be able to relate to the experience more so than we can Eleanor's, unless you've worked in the medical profession and you were part of everything that was exhausting during the pandemic, of you having to be in those very highly stressful situations in hospitals and places that had to keep going, any sort of medical staff. Then it's been great to get Eleanor's perspective, but I think you'll relate more to Gina, because you can. She did exactly what you had to do. She stayed in, give or take. And there were other things with Eleanor, like the panic of needing to rely on others. And when we say others, I mean like strangers, people she didn't know, because again, like, how many of us knew our neighbours until we had to go and check on them, or we had to rely on them for help, or we had to ask them to do something for us because we couldn't go out ourselves, or whatever the reason was. Life changed for a lot of people. Lots of people got to know people, had to rely on people that they did not know. And so for Eleanor, that was really scary, because this is her kid, and she's already in a highly stressful situation, and she's got to leave her child with someone that she doesn't know, her very young child as well. And it was everything, just all the reminders of everything that everybody had to endure during this. So I thoroughly enjoyed the story, mostly because I could really empathise, sympathise, and everything with every character and what they were going through. And as we have all been through this, no matter where we are in the world, there was a really deeper connection with the characters and an understanding of this story, because we've lived it. We've lived it in some way. And as usual, Amanda has managed to balance this with happy, heartwarming, lovely moments, as well as thought-provoking and really emotional ones, to really balance the story out and take you on a super emotional journey. But I can't recommend this enough. I will definitely read it again and again, because I absolutely loved it, and there were so many important moments and bits in here as well, of just a snapshot of somebody's experience of real life. So I really loved it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Maybe Probably by Amanda Radley. If you've read Maybe Probably, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do comment, please do share your thoughts on the story. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yes, I want to read that story, then please do comment and let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye.